News, a UPS plane crashing near an airport in Louisville. The video appearing to show the plane on fire moments before it explodes into a fireball, a massive plume of smoke shooting into the air. First responders rushing to the scene. Tom Costello has the late-breaking details.
Yeah, I got you. No, you guys missed. That's the shot that we need to shot.
There's believed to be a plane crash.
Near the Louisville, Kentucky airport tonight, a massive fire on the ground after a reported plane
Oh my
crash.
goodness.
Witnesses report seeing a UPS MD-11 cargo plane going down at 5:15 p.m. Eastern.
In Louisville, man, prayers goes out to the people there. Oh my God, look, man, that's one of the worst deaths. I'm scared, like, for real. Like, my faith is good. I believe death ain't bad, but you still be kind of worried about how you gonna go out. You feel what I'm saying? Plane crash or drowning, them like the two drowning in the sea, getting ate up by something, bro.
Eastern time. Louisville is home to the UPS World Port, a major North American cargo hub. With thick smoke and reports of explosions near the scene, authorities issued a shelter in place for the immediate area. At this hour, it's not clear what cargo the plane might have been carrying. The FAA says UPS Flight 2976 was departing for Honolulu when the crash occurred. The FAA and NTSB will lead the investigation. In a statement, UPS says it has been notified of an accident involving one of our aircraft in Louisville. Muhammad Ali International Airport tonight is closed.
And there is no movement on the runway whatsoever.
That's
Tom
crazy.
Costello joins us now live. Tom, talk to us about what happened exactly at the airport. Do we know if there's any more injuries? And what do we know about this cargo plane?
Let's start with the injuries. Our local affiliate there is reporting that 4 people have been transported. At least 4 have been transported to another hospital, and UPS says 3 people were. Look at that right there. Left side of the plane. Look at that engine. It appears to have already been on fire
before it went up.
This plane was about to take off, and then, as you can see, exploded into a fireball. So UPS saying that at least 3 crew members were on board. This flight was headed to Louisville, Kentucky. Again, Honolulu from Louisville. 2976 is the flight number. A cargo plane and an MD-11. And Tom, as you and I know, that used to be a mainstay of many fleets back in the 90s and early 2000s.
That's crazy, dog.
Originally was built back in around 1990, 91 or so. And then about 15 years ago or so, they started transitioning more to cargo flights, in part because the MD-11 really had kind of a storied and a sordid history with several incidents and crashes along the way. This is the plane that has the engine on the tail. So 3 engines, including one on the tail, a wide-body plane that for years carried passengers long distances, but lately has really been only used for cargo and a mainstay of UPS. And Tom, as you and I have both been there before, this is the major hub for UPS operations in Louisville at the World Port there in Louisville.
All right, Tom Costello leaving us off tonight. Tom, we thank you. I want to get over to Keith Mackey. He's the president of Aviation Consulting, Mackey International.
It's going to be some packages coming late. Just heads up. There's going to be some packages coming late if y'all expecting them.
Talk to us about the video you've seen so far. And
that's crazy, dog. That is crazy, and that is breaking news. Prayers goes out to the family, man. He said it was 3 people on board. Prayers goes out to the family, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Welcome, 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 welcome. How y'all doing out there? It's another day. Hold on. It's another day that he made. Yeah, he made it. He made it. He made it. He made it. You made it. You made it. See, you gotta understand. You woke up. You woke up. You ain't have to wake up. So you still got a purpose. You still got a purpose to feel. See, you gotta move in this world of sin. You feel me? Because you walking with God. You feel me? Shouts out to God. You feel me? Shouts out to the Holy Spirit. Shouts out to Jesus Christ, baby. You feel me? Yeah, that's how we rolling. You know, we gotta get better. I feel good. I woke up about 7 this morning, went to the gym. You feel me? I do my 100 burpees. Today I did my chest, shoulders, and triceps. You feel me? You know, got it in. And then I walked the 2.5 mile with the dog, with the wife, you know what I'm saying? Got my cardio in, got about 5,000 steps, still gonna do some more after I get done streaming and whatnot. Been doing good, man. I feel good. I be looking at myself in the pictures. I be like, I see kind of results. I'm gonna have to upload some of my old pictures, but I used to weigh 400 pounds, bro. My highest was 420. You know, I'm down to 340. You know, I kicked it off doing a fast, you know, and you know, I'm getting to it. I ain't messing with the bread. I had to learn my body. I can't mess with that bread. You feel me? That bread blow you up. You got to mess with that bread at a very minimum. But basically, all high protein meals. I eat eggs with everything. You know, I give y'all the game, whatever. Just leave some comments if you interested. But we trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep growing. I know tonight we got Bible study. So that's cool. You know, got to stay in that word, man. Every day, try to get some word up in you so your spirit can be cool and you can map your day and you can be cool. Can't nothing throw you off your course. You feel me? Can't nothing throw you off your course. But I want to talk about the TSA workers, man. As we know, with government being shut down, they not getting paid, but they still want them to come to work and saying they go give them a back pay. And we live in the tough times right now, you know, and I understand I'm get that back pay, but I need to get paid right now. I got to eat every day. So you got people calling off and probably doing side hustles. You know what I'm saying? That's probably something I'll do. It's hard to come to work every day because it's you have to think. You have to use your mind. It's multiple ways to get money. You can create content if you a TSA worker right now, just talking about what y'all going through. Like, dog, pick your phone up like this and say, dog, I've been working 40 hours plus. I'm not getting paid. I need to woo, put your cash app up. People go look at it, probably see you some cheese or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you know, it's you got to keep using your mind. You know, you got to trust the process. And when I realized, even going through my workout journey, you got to just stay consistent. You got to make it part of your lifestyle and stay consistent. That's the hardest thing. You got to stay doing the same thing every day. You feel me? When you work out, you got to stay doing the same thing every day. Some weeks you lose 5 pounds. Some weeks you lose 10 pounds. Some weeks you lose 2 pounds. But you got to stay consistent. Some weeks you lose nothing, but all along you losing inches, but the scale might not move. It might do that for 3 weeks straight before you see another pound drop. You feel me? But your body's shaping up. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a process. It's all a process. But let me see. Let me go to this. See what they talking about with these airports, because Thanksgiving is coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up real soon, and there's gonna be a lot of people trying to travel, and they long.
This is insane. I mean, it looks like I will miss my flight.
But I do understand, the shortage in staff and the why, but it's just very inconvenient for all passengers.
We're seeing long lines, flight delays, and cancellations at airports around the country as the government shutdown has now dragged on for more than a month. Those air travel issues are piling up, and officials say this is only going to get worse. Hello, I'm Christine Pitawanich, tracking your latest headlines. Federal workers at airports across the nation are feeling the pressure. TSA workers and air traffic controllers are considered essential staff and must work during the government shutdown despite not getting paid. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said some air traffic controllers have called in sick in protest. Others are taking time off to work other jobs
And called in
until
sick for
paychecks
protest.
start. We've seen ground stops at airports like LAX and Nashville. At Newark Airport in New Jersey, there have been hours-long delays. And in Houston, at times, security lines spilled over outside the airport. At one point, the wait.
Oh, look at all them people. That other picture. Look at this. Look at this, dog. You already got to go to the airport like a couple hours early. But this right here, if you got a flight at about 5 o'clock, you probably want to be in that boy at about 7 in the morning, dog. For real. Look at this. All them people, bro. That line.
Lines spilled over outside the airport. At one point, the wait at TSA checkpoints was more than 3
Look at
hours
that.
long. Hugo Gianluca spoke
3
to
hours
travelers in
long.
Houston about their frustrations.
Got here early, and am I glad I did. Look at this mess.
Dog.
Yes, indeed. Houston airport officials are urging passengers to get here early. This KHO11 viewer listened to that advice.
You got here 4 hours before your flight. Why is that?
Saw on the news at 6 a.m. KHOU that it was going to be a 3-hour wait. So here we are.
Long security wait times could last as long as the federal government is still shut down due to staff shortages. Some travelers underestimated just how bad it would be.
I think we're going to miss the flight.
How do you feel about that, sir?
Terrible. We're so concerned about it.
What was your reaction when you saw the line?
I want to cancel.
Stay home. Stay home. For the holidays. It's getting tight out here. The airplane thing right now, work and go home. Work and go home. You gotta pray, work out, and go home. Pray, work out, and go home. I'm telling you, pray, work out, and go home. You gotta just do that right now. You gotta, anybody with a logical brain, you gotta put yourself on punishment right now. No going out, no going to the mall, no time to buy no excessive stuff. You feel me? This is time to lock in with your immediate family in your crib and keep coming up with a plan and saving all your cheese and just sit back and let the clowns be the clowns outside. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be caught up in a riffraff that's finna go on outside. You got people finna steal out of grocery stores, people missing flights, communists taking over New York. You got, man, so much stuff going on out here. Muslims killing Christians, and just it's everybody is on edge. Everybody's on edge. People shooting, killing each other on freeways. Everybody's just on edge. So you got to stay out the way. Nah, bro. I ain't. Hold up. You got what? Nah, I ain't gonna be able to make it, bro. It sound dope, though, but I ain't gonna be able to make it, bro. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling, bro. Just chilling. You feel me?
She ended up sticking it out. At Bush Airport, only TSA checkpoints at terminals A and E are open for passengers. At Hobby Airport, fewer screening lanes are open with wait times exceeding over an hour. Some passengers were ready to wait.
Get here early and be patient. That's the only thing you can do.
Because you can't control anything else.
No. You know, everyone's doing the best they can, and I know everyone else is waiting as well, so just understand that.
Meanwhile, others are frustrated. This government shutdown is happening all together.
I'd like to have every congressman standing right behind me going through this same thing so they can see what us Americans are going through because they don't do their job.
Halloween weekend was the worst for air traffic control staffing shortages since the shutdown began on October 1st. That's according to FAA data. There were 98 staffing trigger reports. That's when air traffic controllers have to change operations to keep the airspace safe with fewer people working. It can include derouting planes or delaying flights. Experts have warned travelers would see more flight disruptions the longer federal workers have to go without a paycheck. Brianna Costello spoke with an air traffic controller in Dallas who says he had to pick up another job to support his family.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, you know, it's really the Democrats' fault that we going through this. But at the same time, man, they got to work together. So, you know, it's some accountability on the Republican side too. You know, I'm Republican too. I ain't biased. Everybody has to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? We have to be held accountable. It's like the hardest thing to do is communicate in this world. All y'all have to do is sit down and communicate, bro. It's like everybody communicate out their emotions. You have to be able to communicate and move your emotions to the side, which is one of the hardest things in the world. I still slip up sometimes, but you have to be able to separate emotions and handle business. You know what I'm saying? Handle business. You gotta stop looking at people at them and who they are. You gotta look at policies. What policies are y'all putting in place for you know what I'm saying? What's your policy, bro? I don't care less about how you look or how you act. What's your policies, bro? What you trying to do? You know what I'm saying?
Safety in the sky is a growing concern as the federal shutdown enters its 5th week.
I don't want to sit down and map out how long I can go. I think that'll cause me more anxiety than anything.
Air traffic controller Jack Criss is one of thousands of federal workers who are working without pay.
Short staffing, high workload, and then not knowing when you're going to get paid. That just sounds like a recipe right there.
Criss spent most of his career at Dallas Love Field before moving to the D.C. area for his 15-year-old daughter last year. He's still going to work, but now he has a second job. He's working for DoorDash to keep food on the table.
The political games have real-life implications, and I just urge Congress to get something passed.
He missed his...
I want to salute, bro. I want to give bro some flowers for real, because some people probably laugh and all that stuff, bro. But these are the real men that we need to pick up more, bro. He's doing this for his daughter. He's been an active father. He had to go to DoorDash while still keep his job over here at the TSA, not getting paid. He ain't out here breaking no rules, breaking in nobody's houses, stealing no cars, not killing nobody. Dude just trying to live, be a father, maintain his family. You feel what I'm saying? That's real. That's real. Not the stuff that all these other people be out here glorifying. You feel me? This is real right here. You know what I'm saying? That's the loop. Only clowns gonna look at that like it's a joke.
In Texas,
oh, you doing DoorDash?
A donation drive, but area food banks are bracing for the impact.
You'll have a lot of people in crisis. They won't have enough food to eat for themselves or for their kids.
Chris knows it's only a matter of time. Something will have to give. He hopes the safety of the flying public is not part of that.
I mean, how can you manage this from an emotional perspective without thinking to yourself, should I do something else?
In Arlington, I'm Brittany Costello.
The FAA previously reported they were already down about 3,000 air traffic controllers nationwide, even before the shutdown. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association represents more than 20,000 controllers. It says many of its members were already working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, and the shutdown is adding even more strain.
Bro, 10 hours a day, no days off, and you ain't getting paid? That sounds like slavery.
Anna Keeler spoke with the union's president.
The amount of stress, the fatigue, the frustration is growing every day. Air traffic controllers are waking up to a headline that says there's no end in sight, and that leads to a level of hopelessness as well. And, you know, there's not even as many air traffic controllers that are.
This is another reason why they finna switch to robots. They finna go, all them AI robots gonna be doing all this airport stuff, bro. It's gonna slowly work itself in there, bro.
Working today as there was in the 2019 shutdown, where air traffic controllers were working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. And that was already an issue that we were working on. And now every day that this continues, it continues to build, and it continues to put them in a place that is completely.
You got some cheese to the side though. That back pay look good.
It's like inside of, you know, a tower when there are not enough people.
You start having one person take on multiple tasks where you would normally have that workload divided between controllers. They're going to go to work. They're going to do their job. They're going to keep everyone safe. But you have to start slowing down the number of aircraft that can go through it so one person can handle this level of complexity. This is the most high consequence job in the entire world. You're making 1,000 decisions, you know, in just one rotation.
And people going to start sneaking stuff back on the plane. Because one person, that's a headache. You working for 10 hours trying to make sure all these planes are safe, searching everybody through the terminals and everything, you're going to slip up. You're going to have that one employee, multiple employees like, man, I don't got time for this today. So everybody get your weed and everything because you go be able to take it on there. And it's sad. It's just going to be sad. It's going to be more chaos because it's going to be more stuff. They already got videos of people fighting every day in the airports. It's finna get chaotic. It's finna just get chaotic, bro. I'm telling you, it's time to just lay low, stay away from everything. If you have to go somewhere and you have to travel, you might just want to drive, bro. Get you a little shooter. We living in a time right now. You can have money, bro, and you can't even show you got money. You got to blend in with the woods, bro. Everybody in the woods right now. You can't be the one dude coming out the house with. You feel me? You got to blend in, bro. You better not look like you got no cheese. You better not.
To ensure that aircraft move safely in and around the airport or in the sky. And every single time that they have to take on an additional level of responsibility amidst all these other issues is something we have to be concerned about and something we have to manage.
What are the personal financial dilemmas that they're facing right now?
We're not only seeing air traffic controllers already reporting, like, I have no money for gas and to be able to get to work. They're over 1 month at this point without a level of compensation for the amazing work that these patriots do day in and day out. But also on top of that, not having childcare. We're seeing air traffic controllers for their first time starting to resign. We have trainees that are resigning, and we have certified controllers, and we're getting reports of them resigning over the course of this past week.
You've called for a clean funding bill. That's right?
Yes,
You've called for a clean funding bill. That at this point is the demand of Republicans in the White House as well. You were at the White House roundtable this past week on aviation, travel, and union leaders, and the White House has said they have no intentions to meet with Democrats until the government is reopened. Have you been able to speak to Democratic House and Senate, especially leadership, about what your folks need?
We have, and our message has been consistent from the very beginning. 1 day of a shutdown was too much. Air traffic controllers cannot be used as a political pawn. And I can help everyone know the end of this story.
I agree with that.
Without money.
I agree with that.
It's putting us in a position to for an air traffic controller to have to not only deal with this profession, but then weigh going home and having to have the consequences of being at a home and trying to explain to your family that you're going to go into one of the most demanding jobs in the world and you don't know when you're going to get paid again. Our message is simple. Open the government, and it has to open now. That's the real issue, and that's the only way that this is going to be solved.
And I agree. I absolutely agree. It's getting out of hand. I absolutely agree. It's getting out of hand. You feel me? Both parties should be held accountable, but it is more pointing at Democrats because they want to do stuff like give free illegals health care and just house them, and all these people that came over here illegal. I mean, I stay in the D. I can't even go to Canada unless I got my ID, birth certificate. I can't just walk over the border. You feel what I'm saying? It's like protect your border. It ain't that we don't want you here. We just want you here legally. We want to make sure we let legitimate people in our country. The same way when you finna go out, go to the country, how all y'all be on Facebook and in the country, yeah, you got to show that you legit. You feel me? They don't want to let anybody in their country. So why we got to be the only country that's letting these people just, hey, come on in, and we're going to take care of you. And we got people here on the streets every day. Look at LA. We got people on the streets every day. So I don't get it. I don't get it. So that's why I came up with the we politicking about politicians. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to stay on that, bro. We got to stay and see what's going on. And see who's just talking and who's doing what. You feel me? And we also got to do our part too. You know, it's up to us to take care of our village. You know, it takes a village. It's up to us. But yeah, that's the news, man, with the TSA and the aircraft and everything, man. People ain't this a bad time to be trying to travel, man. So I say lay low. You feel me? Lay low. Come up with a game plan. You feel me? And keep God first always, and come up with your game plan and ask God, is this a good plan for you? Tap into it. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy learning. You feel me? Keep yourself busy learning, you know, and stay out the way. Like the channel, man. Subscribe to my channel for me, man. Subscribe, hit the like button, man. Test me something in the comments. You feel me? Let's interact. I want to build up. We building together. We're gonna build for the better. Let me know if you working out. Give me some health tips, man. What works for you? What you have done? You feel me? Let's build. Let's build. You feel me? Let's become family. Let's become family and build in a better way. Let's connect with each other. Business wise, I might have a business deal on the flow. If you into whatever you into, you feel me? You could be in real estate. I could have a dumpster. You feel me? You might need a dumpster or some renovation done or something, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So tap in. Let's build. You feel me? Let's build. Like the channel, subscribe, and stay prayed up, man. I'm out.